So link your breath in as you focus on your feet and their contact with the floor. And your legs stacked on top, your thighs and hamstrings melting towards the earth, your hips getting nice and heavy, your spine getting a little taller with each inhalation, your belly soft and receiving. On your next inhale, bring your shoulders towards your ears and squeeze. And as you exhale, shift them back and let them melt down the back of your back. You can do that however many times pleases you until you feel like you're properly stacked head over heart over pelvis. So your head feels nice and almost buoyant. And after you have your posture just comfortable, let's see if we can settle into the raw sensations of the body. So maybe don't focus on any particular part, but maybe notice the cloud of sensation that passes through your consciousness. It's sort of a gentle vibration of your body senses. Sort of like noticing the passing sensations as they exist, coming up and disappearing. Pressure, temperature, texture. Maybe just observe that coming through and leaving as you continue breathing. And if your mind wanders, maybe turn to look at the thought, almost as if it's one of those passing sensations in the body, one of the body sensations. And let it dissolve like everything else. And return to your breath. If a sound comes in, you can allow that to be part of this observation of consciousness. Just let it come and dance on your eardrum. Let it be that momentary awareness. And then let it dissolve back into the just general hum of awareness. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And follow the breath as it comes completely out. Breathe in through your nose. And follow the air totally out. Maybe notice your hands. Once again, hone in on something specific. Notice your hands on the tops of your knees, Or maybe focus on each individual finger just for this moment. Your pinkies, your ring finger, your middle finger, your pointer, your thumb, and the bottom of your hand resting on your knee, the top of your hand, and the air contacting it, and then the entire hand. With this sort of awareness of your hands, on your next inhale, let's bring them over your head. You can gently open your eyes if you'd like. And just reach up like it's the very first stretch of the day. Maybe interlace the fingers and point the palms towards the sky. See if you can keep your head between your arms. Keep the nice long back of the neck. So you may want to even tuck the chin just a little bit. And keep breathing. Let's tuck to the left side, keeping both sit bones down firmly, and look past that left armpit. Keep breathing. Breathe in, come up, and breathe out, other side. Keep breathing. On an exhale, let's bring our hands down. Place our hands behind our back with the fingertips facing your bum. You can remove your blocker pillow if you want, or you can keep it there. Either way is fine. And maybe bring your shoulders up, back, and down. So let them snug down the back of your back. And as you breathe in, bring your chest up and tilt your head back. And just continue with a normal, soft breath. You can gently shake your head no a few times, if that feels good. And on an inhale, let's come up. On an exhale, let's bring our hands in front of us, maybe being mindful of that sensation on the hands being the extension of the heart in a way. Let's breathe out and fold our bodies forward. Keep breathing. Nice, long, even breaths. Let's breathe in, walk our hands back towards the center. Let's place our right hand on the left knee, left hand behind us, and just gaze past that shoulder. Breathe in towards the center. Maybe give a couple of shoulder rolls if that feels good for you. And then breathe out, other side. Breathe in back towards the center. So we're going to lay on our backs, feet together, knees apart. I'm going to push this duffel bolster out of the way. So feet together, knees apart. We'll start beginning slowly with our hips here. So maybe snug the shoulders down the back of your back so your shoulders lie a little bit more flat. Bring your arms out like goalpost, rugby post, cactus arms, however you want to call them. And for this moment, let's start at the feet and just think about how we can relax those a little bit more. The arches of the feet, the top of the feet, the ankles, the calves. See if you can relax the knees, the quadriceps, the hamstrings. See if you can relax your hips just 5% more. See if you can relax your pelvis. See if you can relax your lower belly. Or your lower back. Relax your glutes. Your side body, your torso. Relax your chest. Your shoulders. Your shoulders front and back. See if you can relax your arms. Your upper arm. Your forearm. And your hands. All 10 digits of your hands. Maybe you can relax your throat a little. And your jaw. And your face. Right. So as we breathe in, let's bring the arms up and overhead, keeping the bottom half of our body as relaxed as possible. Let's bring our arms up like it's the very first stretch of the day. I know we already had our very first stretch of the day, but each pose, because we are present, is brand new. And just stretch up, up, up. And as you breathe out, bring the arms back down. Follow your own breath here, bringing your arms up and down and letting that bottom half really relax. If you want to add a block or a pillow to your sacrum, meaning the area right above your butt crack, for an additional sacral stretch, hip stretch, you're more than welcome to add that. Let your arms remain as heavy as you possibly can have them. You can trace the ground. You're not forcing them down. You're letting gravity do the work. And this time on your inhale, bring your arms up until they begin to pick up off the ground and then stop. So they're still completely on the ground, but if you went any further, they pick up. And really, maybe close your eyes, tune into them, see if you can relax them just a tiny bit more. And on your next inhale, bring your knees up. Exhale, flop them over to the left side. Tune into your legs. See if there's anything else you can relax. So easy to unintentionally engage muscles we totally don't have to use. And keep breathing. Maybe you can get a little more stretch out of your arms. See if you can scoot them up just a little bit more. If you can't, that's totally fine though. Breathe in, bring them up. Or your knees up, rather. And breathe out, bring your knees to the right. Keep breathing. Maybe you can bring your arms up just a little more. Okay, breathe in, bring your knees up. Bring your arms as high as you can. Stretch, give them one last really good stretch. So maybe interlace the fingertips, but still try and relax the arms. Keep breathing. And release, arms out like a T. Let's straighten the left leg and bring that right knee across the body. Left hand will be on the top of that left knee, just giving it a little weight. Gaze past the right fingertips. So using your inner gaze, maybe close your eyes and check in with your body, starting with your feet. Give yourself permission to relax into this pose. People tend to really tense their glutes here because our bodies aren't used to twisting, so they try to protect us. So maybe give those permission to soften and just surrender into this really, really yummy pose. Keep breathing. Okay, breathe in, bring that knee back up to the center. Hug it towards your forehead. Oof. Then breathe out. Guide that knee with the right hand towards the right side. Bring that left arm out wide. Use your right hand like a weight on the top of that knee and gaze past the left fingertips. Now, if it's a really big stretch to bring your arm down, you can just let the legs flop over to the side. So if you feel like you're overworking, don't do that. Gravity will work just fine with this. Okay, let's breathe in, bring that knee up, give it a hug, and let it go out straight. Breathe in, bring that left leg up. Give it a squeeze. Thank you, leg. And then let's breathe out. Bring that knee across your body. Right hand on the top. Just like a weight. And using that inner gaze, scan your body nice and slow from the feet up. Keep breathing. Breathe in, bring that knee back up. Give it a squeeze. And let's guide it towards the outside, towards the left. Left hand on the top part of that inside of the left leg. And gaze past the right fingertips. See if you can relax your shoulders just a little more. Great. Let's breathe in, bring that knee towards the forehead, and let it go out straight. Shake them out if that feels good to you. Great. So let's bring both knees up real quick. Now that we've warmed up our hips just a little bit, we're going to bring that right ankle on the top of that left knee. Bring the right hand in between that little triangle and interlace the fingers behind that left leg with the left hand. So reclined pigeon. From here, you can take it to whatever degree is comfortable for you. Maybe shake the leg a little bit. I know it sounds funny, but this is what massage therapists do to make you relax your legs or relax your body. They shake you a little bit, and then suddenly the legs disassociate from trying to take control. And then see if you can pull that leg towards you. Maybe use that right elbow to push on that inner right thigh. And keep breathing. Relax the shoulders. Nice, long, even breaths. And release, nice and slow. Both feet flat on the ground. Let's windshield wiper the feet a little bit. And then we'll place that left ankle on the top of the right thigh. Same dealio, left hand in that triangle, interlace the fingertips, and pull that knee towards us. Whatever degree is comfortable for you is exactly where you're supposed to be. And just breathe out as you pull. Relax your feet. If you feel like you're a little stiff, you can give the leg a bit of a shake. You'll usually find that the leg kind of chills out a little bit after that. There's a term for it. Maybe I'll remember one day. One of my massage therapist friends pointed out to me, she's like, oh, you do that. That's called blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I won't remember that. Maybe pull a little deeper, or release a little bit more. Keep breathing. And release all the way to the ground, both feet flat. Let's windshield wiper the feet or the knees back and forth. Bring both knees towards the chest, give them a nice big hug. And let's roll up. Woo, almost didn't make it. To tabletop position. From here, just notice you have fingers and hands again. Maybe observe the texture of your mat. And just begin to find some movement in whatever direction you want to go. Begin to link that with your breath, maybe breathing in as you dip your belly down and look towards the ceiling, and breathing out as you tuck your tail and look towards your belly button. But whatever direction you want to go is totally fine. So use this as an opportunity to kind of feel out how your body's actually feeling. Maybe See if there's a certain mood that seems to be coloring your presence right now. Like, is there a mood tone to your current awareness? Just an observation, not a judgment. Great. Ooh, got something in my eye. All right, let's breathe in and come to an upward facing dog. And we'll flow back and forth between upward facing dog and extended child's pose, just to warm up the spine. So find your own pace here. See if you can have kind of a strong upward facing dog, only because it helps stretch the hip flexors. So really pushing away from the mat. So let's meet an upward facing dog. Nice and strong here. And let's roll onto that right hip, pressing away from the mat. So not dumping onto that shoulder, really trying to keep this part as straight as possible. Dig into those fingertips. Once again, if you're feeling sassy, hand on the hip. I never know what to do with my hand here. It feels kind of awkward, so this seems right. And relax the legs as much as you can. So really it's the arm that's doing the work. Long, steady breaths. And let's breathe out, move towards the center. Wiggle it out if that feels good to you. And on an exhale, let's roll onto that opposite hip. Keep breathing. Great, let's breathe out, back towards the center. Great, take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let's go back into extended child's pose. But let's tense up the fingers like this so we can get a nice stretch in our armpit area. Now you're welcome to stay in the middle here. If you need more of a stretch, you can always get onto your knees and do that. But if this is fine for you, stay there. And maybe play around with your breath, walking your hands to the right, keeping your arms locked, and then walking them towards the left. So you get kind of a side body and armpit stretch here. Try to keep your hips grounded. Keep breathing. Maybe even out both sides and work your way back towards the center. Great. And we'll shift our weight forward, back into tabletop, tuck the toes, and let's meet in a downward facing dog. Walk it out if you need to. And let's generously bend the left knee and send that right heel towards the ground. Breathe into that right calf. So a really nice deep calf stretch here. Lower belly towards the spine, equal weight in both hands. Maybe allow the weight on your right foot to be equally on the outside and the inside of the foot. And then let's switch feet. Bend the right knee, send that left heel towards the ground. You got this. Keep breathing. Great. Now let's send both heels down just for 2 breaths. 1 and 2. Great. Let's bring that right leg towards the sky. And let's bring that right knee towards that right wrist into pigeon pose. Nice and slow. So we'll settle here. Take your time getting there. Maybe look past your left shoulder just to make sure that left leg is straight behind you. You can tuck that toe also to kind of make sure that the leg is straight, and then place your foot, the top of your foot back down. And we're going to hold this for a few moments. So find whatever version of this you like the best. You can sit straight up by all means, or you can be reclined. So find your speed. We're going to hold it for 2 minutes just to get some really good fascial release. And just follow your breath. This is a great place to bring in all your favorite things from meditation. Maybe scan your body starting at your feet. So relaxing your arches, your toes, your ankles. Relax your calves. Relax your quadriceps, your hamstrings. See if you can relax your glutes just at 5%. Relax your hips, your pelvis, your lower belly, your lower back. Relax your torso. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your chest, your throat, your hands. Now, just for a moment, pick up your torso if you're reclined. See if you can lengthen your spine a little bit more, and then breathe out and drop down again. Great. On your next inhale, slowly place your hands on the mat. If you're reclined, slowly bring your torso back up. Maybe wiggle it out if that feels good. We're going to actually bring that left leg around. So we're going to roll onto our right hip and bring our left leg around and hug that left knee on the, here, I'll face you, on the top part of that right leg. So I'm going to continue facing this way. We've done this one a bunch, so I think you're good. Make sure both sit bones are flat on the ground. If that's a struggle, you can straighten out that right leg. No problem doing that. Let's give that a nice big hug here. And if that left area seems a little tight, you can always shake that leg and then give it a nice big hug. Okay, breathe out, release that leg. We're going to actually place the left foot in front of us and swing that right leg behind us. Whoa, dance move. And now we're in pigeon on the other side. Crazy. Getting crazy on you. So take whatever form of pigeon feels best for you. Once again, if you need a block or a pillow, go on right ahead. No judgment here. Tuck the toe and make sure that that back leg is straight, or maybe gaze over that right shoulder. And just allow yourself to surrender to this beautiful posture. See if you can relax that entire back body. Keep breathing. Okay, if you're reclined, maybe see if you can lift up just a little, lengthen your spine, and then breathe out and drop back down. Okay, slowly, if you're reclined, begin to walk your hands back up. Pew. We're going to lean into that left hip and bring that right leg around, hugging that right knee with the foot on the outside of that left knee. Both sit bones down. And if you, once again, if you can't get both sit bones down, just extend that left leg straight. Give that leg a little shake so it can relax. And give it a nice big hug. Maybe gently close your eyes to just observe the cloud of sensation your body is having. Be a witness to it. Keep breathing. Great. Let's breathe out. We're actually going to straighten both legs in front of us. Maybe lean back onto your hands. Let's pull our glutes straight back here. Breathe in, bring our arms up towards the sky. See if you can really lengthen your spine, bring in your lower belly, and reach beyond your feet. Even if you can't, just imagine you are. Nice straight spine. Fold forward. Or you can grab a strap. I'm not very flexible today. I'm going to use a strap so I can keep my spine nice and straight. Some days are better than others. Keep breathing. Maybe give yourself a little smile. Great. Let's begin to release. So let's lean back with our fingers pointing towards our bums here. And we're going to lift our glutes. Now you can either bend your knees and come up like this, or you can keep your legs straight. So bring your booty towards the sky and let your head tilt back. Bring your chest towards the sky. Keep breathing. Dig your fingertips into the mat. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. All the way back down. Great. Let's bring our knees in a bit. And we're going to stand up with presence. So nice and slow. Begin to stand up. Let's go towards the top of our mats. Breathe in, palms to heart center. Breathe out. We'll do a nice slow sun salutation here. So breathe in, arms towards the sky. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lifted, crown of the head towards the horizon. Breathe out, right leg back, right knee down. Breathe in, arms up. Really reach, reach, reach. So we'll just sit here for just a moment. You can always place your hand at the top of your knee and press your torso back. So one of these two options is great. Just be deliberate with it. If you can, maybe gently close your eyes and give that right psoas, that right hip flexor, permission to relax. Great. Let's breathe out, bring our hands towards the mat. Tuck that back toe, bring that left foot towards the right in high plank. Breathe out towards the belly and breathe in. Let's scoop in towards a strong upward facing dog. Breathe out, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Okay, breathe in, right leg forward, left knee down. Breathe in, arms towards the sky or at the top of that knee. Make sure that knee is directly above that ankle. And here's your option to close your eyes if that feels comfortable. And check in with that left hip flexor. Let those shoulders relax, let the face relax. Let the throat relax. So you don't have to manipulate your experience, you just have to witness it here. Okay, breathe out. Hands towards the earth. Let's bring this right knee back, and we're going to be on our knees here. Tuck the toes. Breathe in, come up. And from here, I'm just going to scoot forward so I'm in the middle of the frame. Breathe in, bring your arms up towards the sky. And reach. Great. Breathe out. Bring your arms back behind your back. Interlace your fingertips and bring that big fist towards the earth. Tuck your tailbone so you're not sticking your butt out. So you have just a nice straight posture still. And I'm going to face you for this moment. Breathe in and bring your chin up. And breathe out, bring it down. Follow your own breath here. And then maybe trace a semicircle towards your left shoulder. And carve a semicircle up towards the top. Following your breath, so breathing in as you come up. And breathing out as you carve towards the right shoulder. And come back the other direction. One more round. Great. From here, let your hands kind of rain back out, maybe do some wrist circles. We'll place our hands on the backs of our lower backs. You can keep your toes tucked or you can untuck them. Totally up to you. Try not to have your arms out like a chicken. Try to bring your elbows towards each other, just best you can. You'll see mine aren't perfect. I mean, my shoulders are extremely tight. And from here, you can push your pelvis forward as you're pushing your hands into your lower back. You bring your chest up and your chin back. Now, if you want, you can begin to reach towards your heels. If that's accessible to you, and dip your head back. Pelvis is still pushing forward. Breathe in, begin to come up slowly. Maybe tuck your chin, relax your shoulders and swallow. And breathe out. Let's bring our hands towards the mat and let's just do a regular child's pose. Nice and slow, forehead on the mat. Arms just by the sides. And don't anticipate the next pose, just really appreciate gravity doing its thing right now. Melting you into the earth like meat dripping off the bone. Great. From here, begin to slowly grow back out of the ground. Push your torso up. We're going to flop the legs back around. We're going to lay on our backs. Yay. So from here, you can put one hand on the top of each knee and make some big, big circles. Following your breath. So maybe breathing out as your knees are towards your chest. And breathing in as they move away. You're welcome to do happy baby here. If that feels awesome, you're welcome to do a shoulder stand whatever sort of movement you need to feel resolved in your practice today is what is recommended. If you need more hip stuff, you can always grab your feet in Happy Baby, push your knees towards the earth. Whatever you do it with great intention. Just a few more moments here. Maybe 4 rounds of breath. Great. And slowly begin to extend your legs out towards the base of your mat. Let the feet flop away from each other. Let the arms come out to your sides, palms facing towards the ceiling. The shoulders get heavy. The face gets soft. And feel the breath just drifting through you as if it's waves crashing through your body, coming up through your feet, out the top of your head, and then coming through your head, through your body, and out the bottoms of your feet. Drifting in and washing away. Enjoy your Shavasana. I'll sound the bell when it's complete. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back towards every point of contact your body's making with your mat. Maybe notice the cool air entering the tip of your nose, traveling down to enter your lungs, and the warm air escaping. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. And shake your head no a few times. On your next exhale, roll onto your side. And on an inhale, whenever you're ready, you can push yourself back up to seated position. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.